guys? It's Not My Weekend Podcast. It's your boy, Jerry G. What is up, everybody? Ya estamos en agosto. 5 de agosto. My pen just fell. Trying to take notes as we go. Doesn't matter. Let's keep it moving. Happy to be back, man. Happy to be back. How y'all doing, man? Thank you for everybody who's been checking in, leaving your comments. We're going to get to some of these comments. In fact, I was reading your comments, and I can't wait to get to one of them that brought back some memories. And for sure. So I'm reading the comments, dog. I'm replying, of course, as much as I can. And just keep them coming. They help me. They help me as I get ready, prepare for the weekly episode, put my thoughts together, close out some thoughts, some points that I was trying to make from earlier podcast episodes. So ayuda, compa. Keep that coming. Keep that energy going. Had a great week. 8 sold out shows at the Ontario Improv. Gracias a todos, everyone who came out. Perritos World National Tour was in full effect. We did 2 shows Friday, 3 shows Saturday, 3 shows Sunday, and yesterday, Monday, nos la pasamos recovering, dog. But it was a blast, dude. So we added shows. Originally, we were going to do 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, 1 Sunday. 3 shows were added, thanks to you guys, man. Typically, that's how a weekend goes at these clubs, right? You'll do 2, 2, and 1, or just 2, 2. 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, and none Sunday. Vámonos a la chingada. But due to popular demand in Ontario Improv and the Inland Empire just representing, wow, like they always do. I thought was drawn really good myself there. Everybody does. I think anybody who goes to the IE, Latino, just pretty well known, up and coming, whatever, a name or not a name, people just support out there in IE. I've said it many times. I said, I think last week, it's just because, you're in the outskirts of Los Angeles. For those of you who don't know, the Inland Empire is like the outskirts of LA, about an hour and a half outside of LA. And so, you feel a little bit out of mind, so out of sight, out of mind, it feels like it. So when these acts come to town, people take advantage and they get really excited about it. So that's how it is out there, man. As all these people who are from originally LA, moving out east side of California, where it's more affordable. Y pues claro, güey. But they still have the LA love, man. It's all Dodger fans out there. It's all Laker fans out there. Raider fans out there. I love the IE, bro. My family's out there. My sisters bought a house out there in Ontario about 2010. Ya lleva como 15 años, güey. Luego my other sister went out there, but she rented. She went to rent out there. She just bought a house in Victorville. Ugh, sorry to hear that. But in Ontario, yo me acuerdo que in 2010, when she bought her house, big house, bro, obviously, right? I.e., 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, swimming pool, chingona, güey. Y en esos tiempos, güey, yo me acuerdo que pagaron como 350. And I was like, 350? Are you out of your mind? Like $350,000 to live in Ontario? Hey, Ontario should be paying you to live out there, dog. What are you doing? We thought she was crazy. We thought she overpaid. I'm like, 350,000, that's LA. That's LA house right there. How can you not afford LA at $350,000? She said at the time, she's like, we tried to, because she wanted to live in Downey. That's what she was renting at the time, a house in Downey. We're talking, again, 2010. Y ahí quería ella necia, ella y su esposo, necia. We want to buy a house in Downey. And they tried, and they tried, and they tried, and they tried. Y en esos tiempos, 2010, Downey was like $500,000, 500, 600, 700. And they were like, dude, we can't do 500, 600, no manches. Wait. So they started moving out more, looking out east, more east, and more east. And they ended up in Ontario. And I'm like, at that time, the whole family was in HP. And we're like, bro, no one's going to visit you in Ontario, dude. No one's going to go to Ontario. Why would anyone go to Ontario for any damn reason, dog? And then why would you pay $350,000 to live in Ontario? That's dumb. Those houses should be $125 max. Pero yo no sabía. Yo qué sé. Yo estoy pendejo. Yo no sé, güey. Turns out that was the market and that was the right move and that was the right price at the time. A big house is huge, dude. And now that house is, quién sabe, güey, that's maybe 6, 7. Ahorita, ya in Ontario. Ontario's expensive too now, bro. So now Fast forward 15 years later, your boy Jerry G finally got his act together at the age of 45. Finally, right? Got some little money in my pocket, little the bank account. Finally, I'm able to make some moves now. So now I'm trying to look for a house. Now 2025, now I'm trying to live in Downey because I think I made it in life. But now Downey is 1.2, 1.3, 1.5 million dollars starting. Come on, dog. So now I start looking around también, que pinche La Puente, que Bowen Park. And then I'm settling from Montebello. No, yo, you quisiera Montebello, wait. No, you know, it's nice. It's East LA. It's a nice part of East LA. No, Montebello también, 700, 800, 900. No manches, güey. No se puede, güey. No se puede, güey. So finally, my girl's from Azusa, dude. Yeah, Azusa. I want Azusa. I like Azusa. Azusa's pretty cool, dude. But I'm not from Azusa. I'm not from, I'm an outsider, doggy. But I like it. They've embraced me. I'm cool with the mayor. I'm cool with the city of Chamber of Commerce. I'm cool with some of the cops, except for the motherfuckers that pull me over. I'm cool with everybody there. Parks and Rec. They're all dope, man. Baseball leagues, football leagues. Shout out to Azusa. Dope, right? But, so now we're looking at Azusa. Y que cae algo en Azusa, güey. 750,000, güey. That's the best we can do out there, fool. Big house, though. 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. We're in escrow. Want to let you guys know. A ver qué pasa. So, Azusa, I'm going to be your neighbor now. Be a Jerry G from AZ. So, we can change it to Jerry G from AZ now, dog. That's what it's looking like. Si Dios quiere, güey. It's been hard, bro. It's been a long... Look, I'm getting alopecia from it, fool. I'm losing my hair. Been losing my hair, fool, for like the last couple months. Stress spot right here, bald spot. From the house hunting, and obviously my mom passing away. It's all like, sometimes you don't know that you're stressed when you're stressed. Cause I hide my shit. I bring everything down, you know what I mean? I don't talk to anybody about it. I don't let anybody know that I'm stressed out. I don't go to counseling. I don't do any of that. I hold it all in as you should, as a man should. Just bring it all in and just explode on your kids and your wife. That's what you're supposed to do. That's the proper way to handle stress. Let it out on your kids, fool. Y ahí me la paso gritando en la casa todo el pinche día como loco, güey. You know, pick up your shoes. Turn out the TV. Turn out the light. Who let the AC on? I'm that guy at the house, fool. Así me la paso, güey. Because I'm letting out stress, fool. I'm letting out stress. I'm self-therapeuting me. I'm fixing myself, fool. All right? Yeah, está cabrón, güey. But, people started noticing, hey, wait, you're losing hair. I'm trying to figure out, we all have stress. Everybody has stress. Everybody's going through shit. Everyone's going. Yours truly as well, guys. I know you see me and you're like, oh, this guy has his shit together. This guy has it all figured out. Look at this guy. You look at me and you're like, oh, I want to be like that guy. Compa, we all go through shit, fool. We really do, man. And this year has been one of the roughest years of my life, of my entire life, dude. I don't want to get all down and shit, but obviously, as you know, my mom's not around no more. That was the hardest low of my life. And then I'm trying to also better myself, trying to buy a house that I've been trying to do for like years now, to be honest with you. Saving up money, setting money aside, everything possible, talking to different agents, different lenders, different people who are willing to help. And unfortunately, I've always wanted to buy a house with my mom being alive because she always told me, compra casa, mijo, compra casa, compra casa. Y yo de pendejo ahí, just not having enough for the goals that I was trying to meet, dog. Money came and went for one reason or another. Something happened. Something has to go down. My mom always, compra casa, mijo, compra casa. And I just wish you could see it. But, well, we're not there yet. Escrow hasn't closed yet, fool, but a ver qué pasa, güey, all right? And then that'll be it for HP, for Jerry G, dog. No more Jerry G from HP. I looked around in HP houses. I love you, HP, pero no manches, güey. I'm not going to pay $750,000, $800,000 to live in Huntington Park, fool. I'm not gonna pay $800,000 to buy a house in Huntington Park at 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, fool. No, gracias, güey. No, gracias, güey. I'm a little over Huntington Park. Obviously, I've been here my whole life. I I'm immune to all the ugliness and bad shit that goes around the neighborhood. I'm immune to it. I'm blinded by all that. I don't see that. I don't see what people see. But yeah, dude, it's overcrowded. As I get older, I'm getting more and more annoyed just getting to a freeway. Huntington Park is nowhere near freeways. Whatever direction you drive, east, west, south, or north, you're gonna drive 10 to 15 minutes minimum to get to a freeway. And for somebody who's always late, it's very stressful and frustrating. All right. So I'm done with HP. Yeah, HP raised me, groomed me, made me the man that I am today, and I'm very grateful for that, Huntington Park. But it's time for Jerry G to move on, fool. And just, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to leave Huntington Park. Literally been 45 years of my life in the beautiful city of Huntington Park. That will always have my everything, dude. Fortunately, I've been renting there since my parents moved out, since my sisters moved out. They all moved out, sold the house in HP. Se fueron. Yo me quedé, güey. And I started renting, dog. And so I started renting a little townhouse. There's like back houses, but I got like the big front house. So I've been very comfortable where I'm at. And I've got two car garage, 3 bedrooms, plenty of space, very safe. My neighbors are cool. Neighbors are super dope, you know. So like I've been very comfortable where I'm at. Siempre he estado, pero ya es hora. It's not mine. I don't own it. I need to go. I need to spread my wings and fly away. So yeah, that's that, bro. That's what it's at. All that to say, thank you, Ontario and IE, and I love you. And it is a vibe out there. People came out ready to rock, bro. I was very surprised by the 3 p.m. shows. 3 p.m. shows is new. It's a new thing that comics who are very hot and selling out a lot of shows. Shout out to Ralph Barbosa, Rene Vaca, Alfred Robles. These guys, the ones that are really selling out a lot of shows, they're starting to add matinee shows, day shows, 3 p.m. shows, 4 p.m. shows, 5 p.m. shows. This is something that's kind of fairly new, to be honest with you. There is a comedy boom going on right now, which is awesome. Plenty of work for a lot of people, a lot of comedians coming up, a lot of comedians selling out. Comics you don't even know are out there packing out seats. Jesus Sepulveda is doing amazing, dog. Everybody, Edgar Rivera, Christian Zaragoza, like everyone is doing great. And not just from my inner circle, people that I know, selling out, doing very well right now, bro. And shout outs to that, especially the Latino comedy boom is in full effect. And it's exciting. So now they're adding these earlier shows. Before, back in my day when I was coming up, there was always, for example, on Saturday, 7 o'clock show, 9 o'clock show. Fridays, 8 o'clock show, 10 o'clock show, right? If you're selling out, they would add a third show, but it was always a later show, a midnight show, an 11 p.m. show, 11:30 p.m. show, which I was never crazy about, but I just thought that's how it is. You know, if they're going to add a show due to popular demand, it's going to be, you know, literally adding a show after the 2 you have. But I remember getting out there like around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was done, bro. I did it a few times for like Jeff Garcia when he was selling really well at the time, and Paul Rodriguez and stuff like that. I remember they would add a 11 o'clock show, which is kind of exciting and stuff. Like, oh, bro, they're adding the show. But then you're like, oh my God, that means I'm gonna be out here late. Now they're doing an early show, and I'm trying to get at is that we should normalize early shows. Early shows are awesome for everybody involved. I think everybody involved. For the performers, we're full of energy, ready to go. We're excited. It's daytime. It's cool. The people that are coming, the audience, they're wide awake. 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Come on, you're at your peak. The staff fully alert, ready to be helpful. I think everybody had a great time. We got 2 3 p.m. shows, a Saturday 3 p.m. and a Sunday 3 p.m. Both, I believe, were the best shows. I think they were the best shows, fool. Everybody was on fire, on point. the audience, the staff, the performers. I felt so like comfortable and energetic and full of life at 3 p.m. I think, I don't know, man. We should normalize 3, 4, 5 p.m. shows. That's the thing. Why not? What are you doing at 3 o'clock on a Saturday? What are you doing at 4 p.m. on a Sunday, bro? Cállate, compa. I wish we could do more of that. And I think we are moving towards that. I think clubs are starting to notice that and realizing that these earlier starts are a little bit better. A little bit better. So hopefully we'll see what happens with that in the future. I can see that becoming a thing. Other than that, dope. Went to the Dodger game yesterday. Sasaki bobblehead night. Thank you to Jaime Gonzalez. Thank you to pinche Angel Samaria. I think I'm fucking up your name, bro. But thank you for all the love out there. But ran into a bunch of fans out there. Always cool to go around to fans and take pictures. And, you know, I love Dodger Stadium. I love going to Dodger games. We had a blast, fool. Unfortunately, the idiots lost. It is what it is. Listen, I said, people were asking me, like, what do you think about the Dodgers? Now, first of all, we're doing a separate show that's going to be called Sports Minute or Minutes with Jerry G. All right? It'll be a different episode. I'm going to do about 15, 20, 25 minutes of sports talk. All right? So right here, I'm just going to tease it. Right now, I just want to let you know that I went to the Dodger game yesterday. They lost. And if you want to hear my thoughts about the Dodgers State of the Union, come to Jerry G Minute, also on YouTube, different show, part of this universe, part of the Tres Studios, Perritos World, Jerry G World, all right? So that'll be that. So I'll keep the sports talk to a minimum right here on It's Not My Weekend. Right here, we're just going to be talking about all kinds of random shit, stuff that pops up. I will still do segments. I'm still going to do top 5. And some of those top 5s will be sports related, of course, you know, where we'll do the top 5 here, but get more in depth in my Sports Minute show. That cool? Madre? Summer is winding down. Gracias a Dios, bro. Back to school is here. The kids are going away. Gracias. Take them all, por favor. Let's celebrate with an edible arrangement. That's right. Edible arrangement in East LA is back, bro. Use promo code Jerry25 and receive up to 25% off your total order and or free delivery.
Becca? Hey. Coffee?
Feel like you've been catfished? There's an edible for that. Get all kinds of deliciousness delivered right when you need it at edible.com.
Chulada. So we talked about the escrow. We talked about Ontario Improv. We talked about Sports Minutes. All right, we're going to get to comments right now. Feedback. A lot going on, fool. A lot going on. Reminder, August 14th, Thursday, es un jueves, one night only, Bellflower, California, the stand-up comedy club. I will be there one night with my boys, special invites as well. One night only. Tickets are cheap there. I like it there because tickets are cheap. They're only like 20, 25 bucks, fool. Cáiganle Thursday night. The place only holds like 150, fool. We've already sold like 50 tickets, fool. So please do not wait till the end. And then you're like, no. That's another thing that happened. And I felt so bad, bro. This last weekend, every show was sold out. Every show was sold out, bro. Not a seat in the house. The place holds 350. And of course, I'm getting family, friends, homies, just people in general hitting me up through Instagram, through text. Jerry, get us in. Jerry, can you get me in? And these are people, a lot of these people were people who I really like, who are really good friends, close people of mine who are reaching out, who I wanted to help. I wanted to make it happen. But it was difficult. It was really tough. The only way that I would be able to get them in was if people literally did not show up to the show. So I'm not going to know that until like 10, 15, 20 minutes after the show starts. So I can't be telling people, Kyle, wait, come down. I'll get you in. I'll see what I can do. I'm not going to do that either, bro. So I was like, bro, I don't know what to tell you. I can only get you in if people don't show up to their seats, fool. And I did. A lot of people didn't show up to their seats, but they were sold. Those seats were bought. Someone owned those seats. I think they were being sold on third markets. And I think they didn't sell on the third market and they got stuck with the tickets is what happened, bro. Because there were some empty seats throughout the weekend where we were tripping. Even someone right on the front row, there was like a whole table, front row empty. And we're like, yo, what's up? I thought we were sold out. And they're like, it's sold out. Those people bought tickets. They didn't show up. So they must have tried to sell those, flip them, Craigslist, offer up somewhere, and they didn't sell. Y ahí se quedaron los pinches boletos, güey. But those were bought. And I feel bad because I'm seeing empty seats when I have people hitting me up like, hey, bro, could you get us in? Could you get me and my girl in? Man, I had the CEO of Suavecito hitting me up, bro. Hey, bro, I'm trying to get in, man. What can you do? And that's my boy, dog. He's fucking homies, dude. Like, I want to keep working with Suavecito. I'm trying to hook you up. But I didn't want to make you come all the way down here and be like, Skylake, way, I got you. I'll figure it out. What if I couldn't figure it out? What if I couldn't get you in? I was afraid of that. So I was like, compa, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Like, unless people cancel, I don't know. I can't. It was one of those situations. So when a lot of other people, my sister was like, Jerry, can you get us in? I'm like, listen, I can get you in, but I want you to be comfortable. I don't want you to be off to the side in the corner. I want you to have a good seat. So if I can't get you a good seat, I don't know what I can do, man. Like, I don't want you just standing room only in the back or whatever. I don't want that for you, you know? Anyways, it's a good and a bad problem. It's hard to complain. The energy was amazing, except for one show. We did have one cagapalo show. You know who you are show. There was one cagapalo show. And for those of you who were there, you know that from beginning to end, there was just fools were too drunk, too sloppy, too belligerent, and security had to get involved, and they had to kick motherfuckers out during the show. And out of the 8 shows, that was the only show that we ran into that situation from the beginning. During Duno's set, during my set, and it escalated during Concrete set, and motherfuckers had to be kicked out, physically thrown out. And we never want to see that. We never want to see that because there's a lot of people there who are not that's not their life. Well, they're not about that life, bro. And now they're getting interrupted, disrupted, and affected for a show that they paid to see. Well, all these belligerent ass fools are talking shit, throwing stuff, getting physical, getting aggressive. And why, dog? It's literally a comedy show. It's literally there to laugh and have fun. Y los güeyes se pasan de verga, güey, when it's unnecessary to do that, bro. Like, it's really not, dog. Like, nobody wins in that situation. You don't win. You paid. You're getting kicked out. The people around you don't win, right? They paid. They have no, like, they want no part of that but to be entertained. We don't win because we're trying to do the best show we can. We're trying to come through for everybody, and now we're getting this interrupted and disrupted. Sucks, bro. It's a lose situation for everybody, bro. So please, cuando digo pórtense bien, neta, güey, pórtense bien, güey. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult to just come to a show, have some drinks, have fun. And it's there's not that hard, bro. We're not asking for nothing. Just have fun, bro. I get people get excited. People do get excited, especially for the Concretes, of course, you know. For me as well, a little bit every once in a while. But people get excited, fool. I get it, fool. I get it. Pero pórtense bien, güey. It's that simple, fool. That simple. Concrete, you know, had his son out there, fool. Like, we're not trying to show those fools any, like, you know, I had my son in one of my shows too, but that was a good show. Yeah, fool, we don't want to, we have our kids around. We have our families around. Concrete's parents were there, bro. Like, you know, come on, dog. Come on, dog. I mean, I'm talking to the real ones. I know. But hopefully it spreads out to the other motherfuckers, dude. Other than that, bro, I can't say enough, bro. I can't say enough how wonderful of a weekend that was. All right. What else? Moving on. Let me see here. What time is it, fool? Got about 15 minutes. Let's get to the comments, bro. Because there was a couple stuff there I wanted to talk about. All right, here we go. In fact, we're going to start with that one, actually. Where is it? Oh, yeah. All right. At Jorge 2000. Keep up the good work. Thank you, big dog. At Luis Ruiz 1385. Try and book the Ontario Toyota Arena. Sell that shit out. And that is goals. We are talking to Toyota Arena. What happens with these arena shows, guys? They're amazing, right? They're goals, man. I would love to do it. But a lot of politics are involved when you order these like arena shows, bro. A lot of money has to be moved around and greased to the right people. It's not just about showing up and selling out. Sometimes selling out doesn't even mean you made money, fool. Sometimes that's just breaking even with these type of arenas. So as much as we want to do it, and we've been in talks with Ontario, There's a lot of things, moving parts that needs to happen before that, all right? But for sure, and it is a goal in 2026. The Toyota Arena holds around 10,000, but you don't have to hit 10,000. You can hit like 7,000, 8,000. You know, you could close out some sections and, 6,500 and make it dope. I'm down for something like that. All right, Roger Reeves, what's up, fool? At Fred_rec6775. Jerry G from HP. Tell these people that story from back in the day, the BJ raffle at the bachelor party. Cuéntale las dos. There's two stories. The one with the corn star and the one that involved that Morenito DJ. I believe Jesus Sepulveda was with you. Keep up the good work and hope to see you perform soon, perro. All right, so IYKY, right? If you know, you know. Obviously, if this guy's a listener from the American Wannabes podcast back in the day. And one thing about the American Wannabes podcast, bro, that we used to overshare, fool. Los pasábamos de verga, güey. Unfortunately, not on iTunes anymore because we had to pay to keep the American Wannabes episodes on. And there were like 200 episodes of those too. Eventually, we stopped paying for it. At first, we were all paying for it, this and that. But, it's a while. We're just kind of like, it had us run. So, I'm going to reshare the story this guy wants. And I'm going to do it more PG-13 because the first time I shared this story was like 2015. Jerry G was just raw. But now, I'm a little bit more grown up now. Okay? But anyways, all right. This guy reminds me of a story. Now, one time, I got invited to a bachelor party. All right, and I didn't even know the bachelor. I didn't know what this fool was. But I'm kicking it at the house. And this had to be like early 2000s, obviously. I'm in my 20s. And I'm kicking it, and this homie hits me up like, hey, what are you doing tonight? Like, hey, fool, the homie's getting married. Come kick it, dog. It's going to be strippers, la chingada. And at that time, I remember being broke as a joke. I remember I had a part-time job. I was working at an elementary school, but they only paid us monthly. LAUSD pays you monthly. Yo me acuerdo porque por esa misma razón, I was home. I didn't want to go out. I was literally watching TV, broke as a joke. I probably had like 20, 25 bucks in my whole pocket, to my next check. Anyways, I say, thanks, but no thanks. Strippers means tipping, means lap dances, means this, means that, and I don't have that kind of money, compa. I'm a chill fool. Sounds fun. He's like, nah, bro, Kyle, wait, come down, fool. You don't have to get lap dances. You don't have to tip, fool. Just kick it. I said, all right. So I went, all right? And it was awesome. It was in Altadena, California. It was in this back house. It was a big front house, and they had like a guest house in the back. And it was in the guest house, fool. Y que le llego, güey. Oh, I'm having a good time, bro. Oh, shit, what's up? Drinking and shit. Y que llega this stripper. But this wasn't just any stripper. This was a famous porn star. Like, known porn star, fool. I wish I knew her name. I have no idea what her name was, fool. I know I'm going to let you down on that, fool. And maybe I can figure it out. I still friends with some of those guys. But at the time, this girl was a hot porn star, fool. So she shows up with 2 bodyguards y toda la madre, way, right? Now I feel even more broke, fool. I'm just like, oh man, I wish I could just, get a lap dance and have some fun with her. But dude, I literally have $5 on me. Literally had like $5 in my pocket. I remember reaching in. I must have something here, dude. Like $5. Oh, that's not enough for a lap dance. Lap dances are like 20. Just say my money for, chinga some money, way. I don't like asking me money for, I don't like asking people for like loan to lend me money for. I hate owing people. So anyways, party's going on. Girl is beautiful, amazing, hot, one of the hottest Latinas porn stars ever. I'm infatuated. I'm just watching from behind. And then she goes, we're gonna have a raffle. She's like, we're gonna have a raffle, and it's gonna be $5, and you get a raffle ticket, and the winner will get to shower with me. You have to shower with me, and anything goes in the shower. I'm like, what? Wait, what? Anything goes in the shower, like 5 minutes or whatever in the shower, anything goes. I'm like, what? I sobered up, like, what the heck? And then obviously everybody's excited, fool. Like 30 guys in there, fool. Everybody, She goes, all right, so she starts selling these raffle tickets, $5, and motherfuckers are buying 5 to 10 raffle tickets, dog. I'm telling you, fool, they're dropping serious feria weight. And here comes Jerry G, fool, with my $5, my only $5. I'm like, this is I got to, fool. My last $5 on me, fool. I'm not gonna be broke for the rest of the week, dog. Here you go, fool. One ticket, please. Y que le entro al boleto, güey. And I buy the raffle ticket, fool. Y gracias a Dios, güey. And I win the raffle. I win the raffle, bro. She literally, a big ass fishbowl of like 200 tickets in there, dog. And she digs in. This porn star digs into the fishbowl. Y ahí viene, okay, lucky raffle number 5568141. And I'm like, oh, I'm like Charlie from the Chocolate Factory, fool, with the golden ticket, dog. Oh, what the? That's me. I fucking won a raffle, dude. I get to shower with a porn star at this bachelor party, fool. 5 minutes, everything goes, fool. And it's my only $5 I had on me, fool. I was so broke at the time, fool. It was crazy, dude. Everyone goes crazy. Everyone goes wild, bro. I've been telling everybody all night, fool, like, I wish I could get a lap dance, but I can't afford it. I have no money on me. So I'm just drinking in the back. I was like drinking outside and shit because I was so broke. But I have these $5. So I win. I win the raffle, dude. So the bachelor gets to go also shower with her. Not at the same time, guys. Not at the same time. But me and the bachelor, we both go with the girl to the bathroom. Right? So obviously the bachelor goes first. So he goes first. I'm chilling. I'm sitting on the toilet, bro. Like literally sitting on the toilet. Y el güey se encuera, güey. Y se mete, ella se encuera, güey. Y se meten al shower and they're doing their thing, bro. And obviously I'm not peeking, but I'm right there in the bathroom just like waiting my turn, fool. And then you can hear them going at it. They're going at it, fool. I'm like, what the fuck? What? And that is whatever, they do their thing, la chingada. There's a security outside, fool, like right outside the bathroom, fool. Like no one else can come in. People are like going crazy, fool. Ya, güey, termina el güey, sale todo el pinche con su toalla, güey, he's all excited, fool, the fucking bastard, dude. And then, all right, raffle winner, you're next. I'm like, fuck. Dude, I get naked, bro. I jump in that shower, dog. I'm in the shower, and let me tell you, everything went. Everything went, bro. It was the best shower ever, fool. And I felt so clean and so dirty at the same time, dog. It was amazing. Yeah, somebody left a comment about that story. Fool, it was one of the best experiences of my life, fool. Yeah, fool, I would recommend that, dude. I don't know how they do that. Is that what they do in bachelor parties nowadays? I don't know if they do that anymore, dog. But that was the best $5 I ever spent, fool. The only $5 I had, paid my raffle ticket, 200 tickets in the little pinche bowl, and my gets pulled out, fool. Que suerte, güey. Que suerte, güey. No, God was on me that day, fool. I'm telling you, fool. But that was a great one, fool. That was a great one. There's actually two, but the other one not as good. This one was better. The other one's not as good. The other one was just that. It was another bachelor party, but this time, this homie brought like 10 girls, and they were all like strippers, but they weren't really strippers, dog. They were just there to literally, they were there to get it on with everyone, fool. They were literally just hookers, fool. So that was also fun. Because we didn't expect that. We expected strippers. And then these strippers show up and they didn't even want to dance. Like they didn't even want to get naked. They just came. They're like, all right, guys, $40 for 10 minutes, $60 for 15 minutes. So just like, what? What are you talking about? You're not going to strip? They're like, no, they're literally just hookers who just line up on this bedroom, line up on this bedroom, and then there's a line up in this area right here. And you just line up right there. And they were all just like 10 hookers there just hanging out, fool. It was like Adelitas coming to you, fool. And they were just hanging out in the kitchen, drinking, walking around naked, fool. Like they weren't even like dancing, fool. They were just still in the couch. The girls were in the couch waiting for somebody else to come get them and take them to the room. I was like, what kind of bachelor? This is awesome. Yeah, why are we wasting our time stripping, dude? Let's just Let's get to it, dog. Let's get to it. That was a fun one too, dog. That was a fun one too. Anyways, good times, bro. Good times, fool. If you want to invite me to your bachelor party, fool, I'm still available, fool. Let me know. Hit me up, fool. I'm always down for a good time. Okay. Okay, I think so. Wrapping it up here. A few more minutes. Where we at, fool? We're like at 30 something already, huh?
35.
35? All right, cool. A couple more comments and then we'll move on. We'll get out of here. That was a good one, though, fool. Shout outs. Okay, Dodger Blue. I remember Hanchin Kuo. That dude was pretty solid when he was healthy. Saito, damn good closer for the Dodgers. I'm good of them having a bobblehead. Yeah, they were good players, but very short, limited time. Now, Sasaki was yesterday. Sasaki, as you know, rookie. Has a lot of expectations, but he's a rookie and he hasn't pitched much. He's been injured. I think he's supposed to come back sometime in August. I still have high hopes for him. I really do. He looks great. He's young. He's on a rookie contract. I'm fine. But for him to get a bobblehead already, fool, I'm like, come on, bro. We're reaching a little too fast, too quickly. Let's slow our roll here on these bobbleheads is my point, okay? Richie Pozo. Damn, bro, does look like Millhouse. Thanks, fool. All right. At Kike Valdivia. What's up, Perito? Give a shout out. Love the podcast. Always keeping up to date, especially coming home from work and having a cold one. The best. Thank you for the videos as well. Appreciate it. Thank you, bro. G Gom 16. Glad you caught that and you're promoting the preventative care such as colonoscopy. Yes, get that done, bro. Because a shout out to my boy Sebastian Cetina, who had some like hemorrhoids pop in his ass, and he had to go to the emergency room and emergency surgery. So guys, check your buttholes, fool. Telling you, put a finger up there, fool. I'm telling you, man, it'll be for your own good. All right, Nikki Parra, keep doing it, Jerry. Hungover and have a headache, fool. Ha ha ha. Yeah, facts. Okay, Luis Ruiz. Haha, my dad was the supervisor at Forest Lawn in Echo Park and moved us to Montclair when I was 7. And now I get to go to LA and it feels weird. Yeah, I know, right? Dr. Goon, ¿y cuándo vienes a ATL? Working on it. ATL for sure. Oh shit, Jerry G podcast drop. Great. Ya viene fantasy football. I'll talk about fantasy football on the Jerry G Sports Minute podcast coming up as soon after this. Congrats on escrow. Thank you, big dog. Let's see here. I'm waiting for you guys to come to Des Moines, Iowa. I'm definitely a fan. I follow you, and because of that, I now know, and rekindled my interest in concrete. I'm gonna get a bobblehead for sure. Gracias, compa. Oh, I did get to sell a couple of my bobbleheads this week. A couple people reached out. Hey, man, I want a bobblehead. And people are like, I only want my hardcore fans to buy bobbleheads. Tony Malia. Yes. My point is, I want them to go to a good home. That's all I'm saying. The Casta fam. You should name your podcast My Head Hurts Gracias a Dios Podcast. That's a great name, bro. Title kind of long. People keep going back to My Head Hurts. The thing is gonna be too much of an inside joke, I think. But let me keep thinking on that one. Let me simmer on that one a little bit. What do you think about Julio Urias returning to Major League Baseball? Go check out the Jerry G's podcast, but that's a great question. I will answer it there. All right, vámonos, way. We're gonna head out, full. That's it for my podcast. Thank you, everybody listening. Keep dropping your comments, your questions. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing a separate podcast called the Jerry G Sports Minute. It'll be literally a few minutes, dog. So come kick it with me for there. We'll talk about my 3 major sports: basketball, baseball, and football. I'm not big on soccer, guys. I'm not big on UFC. They kind of lost me on boxing as well, dog. I used to love boxing back in the 90s and early 2000s. I'm over boxing right now. UFC, I never got into it. And I'm not big on college sports either. So baseball, basketball, and football, that's my shit. Come check me out there. I'm Jerry G, man. Have a great rest of the week. And I'm on the rest of the way. Let's go.